Hey, everybody. Hey, hey, hey. So I just wanted to take a little while. This isn't going to be a long video, but I just want to take a few minutes to acknowledge everybody, to say thank you, thank you, thank you to everybody who reached out to me, who bought the book. I'm going to get to everything. And there were just a few comments that really stood out to me that was on the Black Magic video. And I just wanted to take a couple moments to go through each one and just to clear some things up for anybody who was maybe not understanding certain things or who just didn't agree, and that's okay too, right? And I wanted to highlight some of the good stuff as well. So just a couple of things. So as far as the payment process, I think we straightened it all out. I completely understand, and I'm gonna take accountability, and I'm gonna say that I, with my non-technology self, did not have the payment settings correct when I set everything up. So I initially set everything up through Barnes and Noble, and the book, as you guys know, is going out on March 6th. Well, I had everything set to even take payments starting March 6th. So I fixed that. It's all good. Don't have any more issues. As soon as you go to my website, www.edenintegrative.org, you can go ahead and buy the book right there. So you can pre-sale. Pre-sale is free shipping until March 6th, and that's within the United States. After that, everybody international can buy, and it will automatically calculate the shipping. Okay, so that's that. That has been fixed. And also, why y'all didn't tell me I couldn't go live with my little 350 followers, subscribers, excuse me. I didn't even know. I had no idea that I could not go live until you get a certain amount of subscribers or views. I'm still learning this whole thing, so bear with me, and thank you so much for subscribing and for watching. So please share, like, do all that good stuff as I build. All right. So there was another one. Wait, there was a couple. So let me move these out the way because I don't want to get to those just yet. No, not to that one just yet. Where is it? Oh, I'm gonna definitely get to that one. But somebody had said something about the book, and I was so grateful. So let me just see here. Let me see. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Come on, move. Where is it? Somebody had mentioned the book, and I was so happy. Oh gosh, maybe I didn't save that one, and that's okay. Because I just wanted to say thank you. That's really what it was. I just wanted to say thanks for getting it and for being so supportive. Yeah, I think that's really what it was. Let me just move this one. Okay, yeah, that's really what it was. I really just wanted to just say thank you. Somebody had just mentioned, and they were so excited that they had the book, and I just wanted to just publicly acknowledge them because their comment got me so excited. I was like lit after that, but there were so many comments like that, and I'm just so thank you. You guys have no idea how much it meant to me to see all of those wonderful comments, just all of them, period, just all the comments, not even the ones that were, pro what I was saying, but just all of the comments. I just thought I was so thankful for you guys. Is hands down the best audience ever. And I definitely will be back if Brother Rich will have me. But y'all are like the best. Y'all, I'm in gratitude, like extreme gratitude. It's been a whirlwind the past couple of days. The outpouring of support and love that I'm getting via email, but also the outpouring of people who want advice and want guidance, and the outpouring also of like just people just reaching out and just saying, hey, I want you to do more. So the encouragement too, which has been so good. So this is for you guys, for everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm gonna agree with this. So I'm gonna start it right here and just say, yes, I think Brother Rich is absolutely one of the best interviewers. What I like the most about him is that he knows how to lead with questions, whatever the questions are, whether they are something that's going to challenge you or something that's going to praise you. That's what any interviewee would like. Nobody wants somebody that's just sitting up there agreeing with everything that they have to say. That's not an interesting interview at all. He's a very, very good at what he does. And I'm going to attribute that to the Virgo in him, of course. All right. So, and King Simon, he's on there supporting everybody. He's so dope. It is what it is. I don't always, me and King Simon have gone through our own things, you know what I'm saying? But he is 100% a supporter of the community, and he's a supporter of his people. He is the hype man for the community, period. That's just what it is. And that man is always there to support. So I hope you guys show him love constantly and support everything that he does, because he is responsible for introducing so many people on various platforms, including Brother Rich. Just as far as making people aware. So that's all. I'm not going to take nothing away from him. Okay, so that's that one. Let me move that one out the way. I'm gonna answer this one a little bit later, but this one was good. The one by Letitia. So Letitia mentioned her MS as the same way that I mentioned. So she was basically following up with what I was talking about. How we choose our diseases in our body, and how some of those diseases and all of them, those diseases, disability, everything in our body, whether it's autoimmune disease, whatever the case is, disability, being born without limbs, being born without certain organs, body parts, whatever. This is part of our karmic debt. We are working through it. We are burning through it. We are purifying ourselves through it. And this is in that choosing, in what she has chosen before she came here. This is the way that we unite with our higher self and our spirit. We're going through this constant wheel of samsara, this Tibetan wheel of birth and death, whatever you want to call it. And you guys look that up. Look up the Tibetan wheel of birth and death. That'll help you understand, or the Tibetan samsara wheel. That'll help you understand the process a little bit more, the different realms that are discussed in there. And I am absolutely not trying to proselytize. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to convert anybody into anything. I'm more of somebody that walks the line anyway. But I am trying to just help people to be aware. I feel like that's at least my purpose, is really just to, there's a moth in here, at least try to help people to become more aware of who they are, and understand that they have full control over their life, over the choices that they make, and that things get better once you take accountability for that and understand that. All right. So this gets me closer to this comment right here, because it kind of is this on along the same lines. I love this comment. So the Tenchi 11 said, sorry, but Dr. Judge lost me when she said we choose to be in situations of poverty, poor conditions, or abuse. It doesn't make sense. Why on earth would somebody choose that? Of course you wouldn't choose that. You would not choose that. I would not choose that. The ego, would not choose that at all. I would never choose that. If I had a choice, are you kidding me? I would be living in the lap of luxury in paradise somewhere. I would never choose that for myself. The ego, me, my fleshy body self would never choose that. However, your spirit and your soul knows no bounds when it comes to making choices for your human avatar to learn its lessons, right? So it is not you who chooses anything. It is your spirit or your soul that is making these choices. And you choose everything from your appearance. So the way that you look, you choose everything from your appearance to your family, your siblings, to your conditions in life, your abilities and disabilities, again, your diseases. Your soul is choosing all of that depending on what lesson needs to learn. I highly, highly, highly recommend that everybody go and get your natal chart done. I'm sure you've heard that before. I'm sure you've heard that from other people. Go and get your natal chart done. Your natal chart will really outline for you in great detail exactly what challenges you are going to face in your lifetime, when you are going to face them, and it's going to tell you how to overcome them. Okay, I will share with you something very personal. One of my challenges in this lifetime was to learn tact. So if you don't know what tact is, that just means learning when to shut your mouth, not to talk about people, not to gossip and things like that. Growing up, that was one of my major challenges. I would get a little piece of information and I couldn't hold water. I wanted to go tell somebody. I would talk, I would do this, I would do that. That was a lesson that I had to learn. And I did learn that lesson. And I'm very, very careful to make sure that I am growing at a spiritual level to not do that, because words words can be more harmful than swords and then guns and then other sharp and harsh weapons, right? So my challenge was to learn that. In my natal chart, it said that in a previous life, I was a politician and I was in competition with other politicians, and I spread horrible rumors about them. And what I had to learn throughout this life, that's why one of the reasons why my spirit wanted to come back here was to learn to speak life into people, was to learn to only say good things about other people. So I've had all these wonderful people in my life who have taught me these lessons, whether they be learning the hard way or the easy way. Get your natal chart and really be honest and accept it. Accept yourself for these challenges. There's a huge astrological component in there as well. So if you say, oh gosh, that's the Taurus in me, oh gosh, that's the Aries in me, that's this, guess what? Those are your lessons to learn. All of the bad parts of those signs or whatever you want to call them. I'm not going to go too deep into that. Whether you're talking about your regular astrology, your lunar astrology, those are all of your challenges that you are supposed to be cycling through and learning from. We can have a whole other conversation about that. But it's so wonderful when you learn what a wonderful challenge, what a wonderful roller coaster that you're going to be on in this life, and that every single thing, every challenge that you have had, every single time you've gotten into it with somebody, everything has been designed for you to learn, uplift, and grow. Your challenges are to show compassion, or excuse me, your purpose here in life is to show compassion to others, to show love to others, no matter what. There's a reason why we don't remember our past lives and transgressions. Imagine the chaos that would ensue if you knew what transgressions happen. Imagine if you knew that your brother in a previous life, your brother that you have here right now, imagine if you knew that he murdered your whole family in a previous life, and now he's here with you, so that way the two of you guys can work out your problems in this lifetime. It would be chaos because you said, well, I'm going to kill him. He did something to me in a past life. I got to get him back for that. Or if you found out that somebody down the street, or somebody that you come in contact with every day, your boss may have stolen from you in a past life, whatever it was, we can't remember that stuff. If that's the case, there would be pure isfit. It would be chaos. This is the thing, whoever set this wheel in motion, whomever, whatever set this wheel in motion, this unending infinity wheel for us to learn, for souls to learn, for us to go through this gauntlet here on earth. It was necessary for us not to know where we came from and what our past lives consisted of. Your soul took care of all of that for you. You don't have to worry about any of that. Your soul put you in this wonderful package. Your soul gave you these conditions. You should consider every single act that you do on this planet to be an offering. Once you submit, as a matter of fact, humility is one of the laws, one of the principles of karma is humility. You have to understand, okay, I'm here in this jail, because a lot of people called it a jail in the comments, and I wanted to say so bad. You can think of it like that, but if you think about it, some people live in complete freedom. So you'll know if you have good karma or not, and you can go by how free you are. Are you free to walk about the earth as you'd like? Are you free to get up and do whatever you want? Are you free to go and buy whatever you want? Are you free to go and do whatever you want? Do you breathe good air? Do you have food available to you all the time? Are you free to use your talents and your gifts? Well, then you have good karma. The fact that you're here, that you're able to receive this message, says that you have good karma. It's all good. None of it is bad, because in everything, in every circumstance, you are getting better and better and better. Now, there are some people who choose to not learn the lessons that they're supposed to learn here. And guess what? You're either going to come back, repeat the same thing over and over again, or you're going to devolve into something less. And that is a whole other conversation, right? So just understand that this is a blip in the circular pattern that is going to start over and over and over again until you get it. There are certain people who become bodhisattvas, who become Buddhas here on this planet, whatever you want to call them. Again, I'm not stuck to any particular religion, and I don't follow any particular dogma. I just do what makes the most sense through meditation and through my own observations, right? And you understand that if you choose to disobey the law, you go against it, or you challenge it, there's always consequences to that, right? In the same way that if you challenge gravity, there's going to be consequences to that. Doesn't really really need you to believe in it. It just is. It just is. If you understand physics, and I mean physics at like the middle school level, at the high school level, then you understand that this is the way of the world. I think everybody, every child, every adult needs to have a full and thorough physics lesson, because then this stuff makes so much sense to you. There's a mathematical equation for it too, right? So it is proven. It is what it is, in the same way that gravity is what it is here on Earth. We are bound in these bodies for a reason. If you just believe in existentialism, that we're just thrown here on this planet, then you believe that God is a big old jokester who is this horrible being who wants to see people suffer. No, we are working through karma. We're suffering. Yes, of course. Some people do suffer in this lifetime. It is the result of past action. That's all it is. That's all it is. We need not judge. It even says in the Bible not to judge. We need not get vengeance on anybody. It even says in the Bible and every single other religious text not to judge, not to seek revenge. Vengeance shall be mine. Judge not, lest you be judged yourself. Whatever. It's all talking about the laws of karma. It's that simple. And the sooner we understand, the sooner we spread the word about it, guess what? We can uplift ourselves. And I mentioned on Brother Richard's show, everything from the moment that you are born, for certain people, if you have eyes to see, then you will see that everything is designed for you to harm your karma, whether it is you destroying your body or you destroying the bodies of other people, you creating waste on this planet. And I talk about that in my book as well, how that waste affects other people on this planet. Everything you do should be intentional. It should be intentional and it should be mindful. That is how you uplift yourself out of this wheel, out of this constant samsara of life and death, birth and rebirth, right? I don't think anybody wants to come back, or maybe you do. Maybe you are addicted to earthly pleasures and physical sensations, but there's so much more and there's so much better waiting for us. But we can have heaven right here on earth, right? If you do good things, you have a great life. And that just is what it is, whether it's this particular session here on earth or it's the next one. So but again, I'm getting off into different things here. It doesn't even need for me to go very deep into it. It's basic physics, like literally basic middle school physics. Okay, so I wanted to just talk about that and just say again, I didn't make the choice. Nobody made the choice. Who's going to say, oh, yeah, I deserve to be sexually assaulted or abused, or I chose to be in poverty? You don't choose anything. It is your spirit who knows no bounds, who is limitless, who is able to make these choices in order to teach you a lesson and to uplift you out of this wheel. We've all got lessons to learn. That's why we're all here. We're all doing time together here, right? Some people more than others. Okay. I talked about the MS. There was something else here that I wanted to go into. Energy. How does it get stuck in the body? So I mentioned to you guys how our cells, how our genes, in fact, are really IEDs just waiting in the body, right? So when you really are able to understand this, I told you I used to teach genetics at the undergrad level, and I learned so much. It blew my mind because I knew that they were talking about karma. I knew that they were talking about these laws of the universe when they were talking about genes, and I knew that it wasn't just biology. It wasn't just the science thing. We weren't just talking about the scientific method. We weren't just talking about any of that. We were talking about karma and why some people just get these diseases and some people don't. Well, there's a whole other field of psycho-emotional medicine that I think is the new frontier. I think that this is where medicine is going. This is already the medicine that I practice. I'm going to give you the example, something very, very easy to understand. I see a lot of patients, mostly women, deal with this. This is thyroid dysfunction, right? Thyroid dysfunction right here at the throat chakra. At some point in a woman's life, and in men too, with men, it's the incidence just happens to be lower. That's all. I'm not saying men don't get thyroid disease, but women, at some point in their life, your thyroid is going to be off, right? If you have the wherewithal and the awareness and the body awareness to understand when your thyroid levels are off, it's usually around the time that you have something stuck that you're not able to say. Your voice is suppressed for some reason. You find severe thyroid dysfunction where these young women tend to be very obese. in situations where they have been abused, they were not able to speak up for whatever reason. I find this in cultures where a woman's voice is just suppressed, and they it's just not like, they're not allowed to speak up. They're not allowed to express their emotions. They're not allowed to speak up when somebody is harming them. They just kind of just have to accept it, right? This also happens when you're working at a job. Maybe you have a boss that's just awful, and you just want so badly to just curse him out. You just want to go into work and just let him have it every single day, and you really can't do that because you've got bills to pay. So we see this anytime that there is a situation where somebody has this need to speak up, and then they are unable to speak up. I'm telling you, I see this from my experience in treating my patients. And I always ask about that. So there's plenty of other areas where chi can get stuck in the body, and where these things are expressed. I have some patients, I can tell you, I have a lot of nurses aides that come to me because I work with the owner of one of them. And she sends me all of her people so I can take care of her nurses assistants, her CNAs. Sorry, that's my doorbell. My nurse assistants, and I treat them, and they often get like rashes on their forearms, on their hands. They tend to suffer from eczema, even though they're not really touching anything that's toxic or harmful. And they get these strange arm issues and hand issues. And a lot of times it's just due to overwork, right? It's just due to complete overwork. And yeah, it will, sometimes you will have skin eruptions because the chi is just stagnant there, sometimes attacking itself, whatever the case is, or the very vessels that help them to earn their money are just like saying, I'm tired. Spiritually, I'm tired. You guys all know a CNA or a home health aide that is just overworked, exhausted. And I feel for those women. I really do a lot of psycho-emotional work with them because of the fact that they are often overworked and underpaid. So there's a lot of conditions that come with them. With women especially, they tend to get more neck, upper back pain, shoulder pain. With men, it's more of the lower back, right? Because of it's a mental and emotional thing. So I'll get into that stuff, the psycho emotional stuff, in another video. But I just wanted to just take a moment and just answer. I think I got all of the comments that I wanted to get to. I think I got it. Oh, last thing, guys. I am going to be doing this thing where I would like to interview people on this channel. So if you want to be a part of it, please comment down below. Send me a message. If you guys want to be a part of it, we can read right here in front of everybody in lieu of you doing telemedicine. If you still want to do telemedicine privately, that's private. We don't record that. That is absolutely private through our HIPAA thing that we have going on. But if you are wanting to share with everybody for entertainment purposes, and you want to be a part of the show as I build and provide you with guidance, and I provide you with psycho emotional karmic advice and guidance, and as well as health guidance, then please let me know. Write into me, email me at info@Eden Integrative, or actually no, email me right here. Message me right here through YouTube. I think that's actually kind of better, right? So just do that, and I will get back to you. I will absolutely get back to you as soon as possible. And I look forward to the next one. I believe that the next video is going to be about dating consciously, like dating somebody else, another enlightened being, and some tips that I have for that. Or if it's your mission to just be alone and that's your destiny, to just be alone, how to do that in peace. Otherwise, we're going to have somebody on that is going to share their health condition, their karmic condition, and we're going to advise them. Okay, until the next one, peace.